Clients often ask us when they're thinking about job architecture, can I use what I have and refresh it, or do I need to blow the whole thing up and start from scratch? And in typical consulting fashion, it depends. It depends on what you have today. If you have levels that are not clearly defined, if people aren't using them correctly, or you have families that are outdated, it might be worth doing a total overhaul. But oftentimes, there's component parts of a job architecture that you can still leverage. If you do have good levels and maybe just need to refresh your job families to keep up with the relevant market or a growing and expanding business, you sometimes can just refresh those. Those are sometimes projects are easier to do because there's less impact to the business, maybe less disruption. But it really starts with first doing a diagnostic of what you have today. And so that's where the it depends comes in. If you can evaluate the levels and job families that you have and the way that employees are aligned and maybe how the business uses those, oftentimes you can just do a refresh and get something that's more updated and more future looking. And sometimes if you've got some core components that are broken, sometimes it's easier to just start over and start with a whole fresh take on job families and levels and roll that out to the business. But oftentimes you can use what you have, and so it's worth having a look.